Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and give salutations to you brothers out there doing this truth and sincerity and in truth. All right. Today's just going to be a quick lesson dealing with the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. But the topic is basically regardless of whatever individual judgments that the Most High may give us, know that He is still for us. All right. He is still our power and He is still our defense. Okay. Because some brothers will end up being martyrs, so to speak, in this truth. All right. It's simply out of your control. But understand, if that happens or has happened for men that have passed in this truth, know that it's not a sign that the Lord wasn't dealing with you, because that's not what the Bible teaches. Okay. We understand that death is only something that is temporary, because we understand reincarnation. We understand that you cannot truly kill the energy, the soul, so to speak, even though the Lord can do such a thing. But for you Israelites, is basically what I'm getting at. The Lord is dealing with you as His chosen people. Just know that and have comfort in that. That's pretty much the point. But let's go right into it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, starting at 1. It says, "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them." All right. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. So some people will read that and say that's a contradiction. All right. But you must understand, when you get into the scriptures and you read about the second coming, the coming of the Messiah, that those same spirits that might pass in this truth, that might have died doing the work, guess what? They're coming back with the Messiah, all right, to fulfill their part. They're still considered a part of the chosen, and they're still considered part of the elect, all right? So it says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, right? It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Right? And let's back that up. Let's go to Isaiah 57:1. It says, the righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart. And the merciful man are taken away, none considering that the righteousness is taken away from the evil to come. Right? So what's about to be unleashed on this world through the spirit and judgment of Yahweh Yahweh Shai is going to be like a time like no other. So many men that might pass now or have passed, guess what? Essentially, they're taken away from going through those experiences, because this thing is going to get tough, man. It's not going to be a cakewalk, and it's not going to be something that's deemed easy, right? Let me get another scripture. Let's go to the book of Psalms 116:15. It says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of His saints. So who are the saints? Pursuant to Psalms, it also tell you that the saints are Israelites. All right. So when a man dies doing his work, when a man dies doing the right thing, that's precious to the Lord, man. All right. It's not always considered a bad thing, as you would have death and the finality of death in the current mindset of this current world, which is viewed differently. Let's keep going. It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace, right? For though they be punished in the sight of man, yet is their hope full of immortality. And after having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for Himself. So all the hell that you're catching, all right, all the trials, tribulations, even leading up to death, you are being tried and refined, no pun intended, for the master's use. All right. You're being proved, all right, and being found worthy, as the scriptures say, for the high calling that you are called to, which is to push and do this work. It says, It says, God, for the Most High, proved them and found them worthy for Himself. As gold as gold in the furnace have He tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. Right. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. Right. So they're gonna get their reward. All right. They're gonna get their quote unquote payback according to the scriptures. It says they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. So that's the kingdom of the Most High, man. That's the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right? Because the Bible tells you that the Israelites are going to be joint heirs, all right, with the Messiah. So that rulership, that reign will happen on this earth. That's biblical and that's taught in the scriptures. So that cuts all nations are going to be saved and made and saved and be on the same level, because who's going to be ruling over other nations if all nations are going to be saved? That doesn't add up. This is particularly talking about the nation of Israel ruling over what? All the other nations, all the other kingdoms, all the other peoples. So you can understand. It says, they that put their trust in Him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with Him. For grace and mercy is to His saints, and He have care for His elect. And at the end of the day, this thing is all about the elect of Yasharallah, period. All right? That's who this work, this understanding, faith, covenants, all this is for the elect of the nation of Israel, because we must remember that the majority of Israel are going to be cut off in these coming days. All right? And there's going to be a small remnant left pursuant to the Bible, pursuant to the scriptures. Right? It says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteousness and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is in vain, and their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Right? Their offspring is cursed. Wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. All right? So even a woman, because, in the ancient world, that was something that women really wanted, man. That was something that they prayed for. That was something that meant that the Lord was blessing you if you could conceive a child as a woman. All right? But now you have our people, all right? So the southern kingdom, all right, which would consist of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. These women out here, our woman, the so-called black woman, right? The so-called black queen leads in statistics as far as abortion, all right? They don't want any children. They neglect their children. They're mean and violent towards their children. There was a story just on the news of a woman who killed. She had 2 toddlers. She threw them off a 7th story balcony. All right, and then she threw herself off the balcony, but she survived. But the 2 children died, man. That's the mindset of a lot of our women out there, man. They don't treasure the gift, which is a child from which is a gift from the Lord. It says, it says, better is the barren who got this truth is better than, a woman that is cruel with a whole bunch of kids, is basically what it's getting at. Verse 14, and blessed is the eunuch which with his hands have wrought no sin, nor imagined wicked things against the power. For unto him shall be given the special gift of faith, and an inheritance of the temple of the Lord, more acceptable to his mind. For glorious is the fruit of good labors. All right? And the root of wisdom shall never fall away. Right? Doesn't the scripture tells you that the Lord's word will not pass away? I believe I'm quoting it, heaven and earth shall pass away, but not my word shall never pass away. So this word is eternal. And when it talks about heaven and earth passing away, it just means a refreshing and a new rulership coming to pass. Let's keep going. Verse 16. It says, as for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. So we are in a time where all things will be fulfilled, where the Messiah will come back, where there will be a third world's war, the mark of the beast, the implantable microchip in some form or fashion will be distributed. All these prophecies will be fulfilled, okay? Because it's getting into in their last age shall be without honor. So even now, while the wicked prosper, and even 2/3 of our people who follow this wicked world and wicked system, they prosper. Guess what? Their last end is going to be without honor. All right? They're not going to be heralded among the elect in the kingdom to come. They're just not. All right? And that kingdom is closer than what many people believe. I'll put it that way. It says, for though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded. Their last age shall be without honor. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation, right? So they're going to really catch hell out here, man, in these last days, man. Best believe it. Yahweh Shai is not letting these people get off scot-free, all right? If you're not part of the elect, if you're not part of the elect of the nation of Israel, you don't have anything coming in these last days, man. But a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, which you duly earned. Because the scriptures tell you, I believe in the book of Peter, that the righteousness shall scarcely be saved. So where shall the ungodly appear, man? It's going to be a living nightmare out here on these streets, all right? You think these things can't happen? Just imagine supermarkets with no food. Imagine electricity stops working. Imagine the internet goes out, right? You can imagine any of these events. The money fails. All these things can happen and will happen according to the Bible, all right? So that's the end of the chapter. I just wanted to go through this in Wisdom of Solomon 3, and just let you know that regardless of what you may face in these end times, in these end days, man, know and have faith and have comfort that Yahweh Shai is a man of his word, man. All right? Whether you live through what's coming or whether you die through what's coming. All right? And with that, I want to say shalom.